All right, good morning, guys. Quick sound check. Let me know if you can hear me.
All right, good morning, guys. Quick sound check.
Well, I guess that works. I guess that works. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Let me get. I'm gonna get this posted up real quick, and then we'll kind of kick off a little bit of pre-market thoughts here. And Osborne should be coming on here in a minute too. All right. All righty. All right. First things first that I see. Liberty mentioned Oracle. It's pretty decent little bounce so far. I would have preferred like 160-ish. Let me jump on this call. Yo. What up? Let me share. You got your cam on? Oh, I got you. Look at you. That sombrero on. All right, cool. Your audio should be going through. You just got to mute the stream again.
Nice little gap up. Are we going to open over the level or not?
I don't think so. I don't think we do, honestly.
You think we just kind of open below, test it, and kind of fail?
Yeah, so I was just getting ready to kind of go into that with the stream. What's up, Christian? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I look at a couple different things this morning. We got 171,000 contracts traded so far, so we're decent on volume, not as much as we've seen over the past few days, for sure. We got total range, right now of about 32 points or so here for S&Ps. So up into 68.10s, down to 67.78s. There's a level here that we tested yesterday, this 67.83s and then 6800s where like we're currently trading at. And I think my dilemma becomes, up through kind of this 6800s, uh, there's really nothing for like a long ways away. I mean, there's tons and tons of room, and realistically, it kind of opens the door back for 69.44s and kind of like all-time highs, little Santa Claus rally type of thing. And it would be tough to think that we just go essentially straight there. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm conflicted on that as to like whether we get that continuation or not. And it's basically the same thing in Nasdaq. We open the door to essentially get to 483s, and if we're going to get to 483s, we might as well take out kind of the highs of last week's bar, which puts us at like 25,309s. So I don't know, if we break that, then obviously we've got room to 483s, above 258s, all that. I just don't know if that's necessarily the move today, right before Thanksgiving. Like I think we continued the move yesterday pretty decently, but I think now it's kind of like we could use a little bit of rest, and I'd be okay with that. So if it was a quieter day, and maybe we end up with like a little kind of 1, 2, 3 that moves half day on Friday, I think that's a pretty decent little opportunity. The other thing I see too is, so I'm kind of talking myself a little bit out of the longs until we see the action at least. Um, the other thing too is the Russell is the one that's actually a little bit weaker this morning, which hasn't been the case. So you can make the argument that maybe Russell is giving us the little early warning sign, that it doesn't want to continue this move, and like everything else will just kind of try to go higher and maybe fail. Or you can make the argument that we're now going to see a little bit of a flip-flop kind of leader change. Nasdaq is up the most on the morning, 0.51%. So if that's the argument you want to go with, then obviously full port to, and send it to 480s, right? Those are the two like kind of factors, or the couple of factors that I see at least this morning, right? So I don't know, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with everything you're saying. Definitely, it doesn't make sense to pump, but I think we do. I mean, that's my bias for sure. It's been right so far. Do we get that extra push? It doesn't need it. I would like for it to get the push just because that'll trigger that weekly on NQ, and that'd be nice for next week.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping it would save it.
Save the trigger.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, if we're if I'm getting what I want here, it would be that we don't go stupid today to the upside, and then we either get a small pullback like early next week and then can go to like 480s on Nasdaq. But I mean, again, the strength that we're seeing is impressive to say the least, right?
It just makes having a short week to just continue the pump. I've seen it in the past. Not to say that they're going to do that, but I would love to answer the question. I'd love to see that last pump get NQ to 48, 483.25. This afternoon would be sick. I'm biased. I am still holding QQQs that expire into day to day.
You had a
And I
nice
swung a
swing
little.
on that.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. If it makes the full move, it'll be great. I mean, it'll still be okay. I actually swung some NVIDIA as well on that same move yesterday. Just looking at that weekly, those NVIDIAs I got for next week though, so I got a little bit of time on those.
Okay.
So I am biased to the long side, obviously holding that, but I'd love to take a day trade with everybody to the long side as well. If something looks good. Looks like ES is getting the level open above NQ, maybe not. 2 minutes left.
Yeah, unless Nasdaq pushes up there in the last like 60 seconds, like it's been doing.
Bad habits lead to late nights and alone. Watching anything?
No, I mean, it's still been like kind of the driest individual equity side for me. In terms of that, like individual names, I think some of these moves have been absolutely nuts. And it even more like that point is like Google's getting a small gap down this morning, even though market is now up 142 points. You know what I mean on Nasdaq. So it's just a yeah. I just don't love. I don't love those. And honestly, the indices and futures have been like treating me really, really well. So I'm just gonna continue to rock with that. I think next earnings season, like once we get kind of out of this current cycle, I think that's a different story. Um, and whether we get a larger pullback from here or not, like this weekly could certainly fail. There's nothing that says it
Mm-hmm.
can't. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, traded the weekly yesterday.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna take it nice and easy. I'm not like
Same with RTY.
I'm not trying to do anything crazy here.
Well, I'll do something crazy for us. I got a 100K account that we got to pass today. How's that sound?
Let's do it. Full port that thing.
Make some.
There's the bill. I would be open to Russell maybe off of 6220s. The Dow off 234s I think is a little too close.
Nice. Those spies are 50 cents to 350 here. Oh, those Qs, sorry.
Nice, good work. By the way, for those of you in the Discord, there is a giveaway currently happening in the giveaways chat. So go check that out. Get yourself entered.
We took the long way back. All right, I want to hold this, but I feel like I should take profits at the level here.
It's probably a smart move.
Yeah, I don't want to, but I'm going to do it.
I think you should hold it. It's not my money.
Yeah, I'll give it the trail. Fuck it. I might have to wait 15 minutes to set a low. I doubt that's going to be the low day.
No, I mean, real talk though. Depending on how many you have, I would certainly look. I mean, don't be a dick for a tick. We're 20 points away from a target that you've been holding for what 900 points now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Thank you for that. I needed it.
at the same time, you've been holding for 900 points. So what's like 20 more?
That's the thing. Like, if this actually gets above the level and trends another 300 points, like those comps are going to go crazy.
Yeah, no, I know.
That's the only thing, but definitely getting a little greedy up here. Give it a couple seconds.
It's a good problem to have.
That's right. Great problem to have.
The only thing I see is S&Ps didn't trade that 6,800 so far,
Downside.
so I'd be a little cautious of kind of a little divergence down into that area at some point. The Dow front ran, Russell's front run so far.
I mean, there's another $100 on those cons. That's crazy. They're just gonna go bazooka. All right, I'm gonna have to get nimble here.
I mean,
Technically, just keep stops low a day at 330. Giving away 100 bucks.
No, level's 258.50s. Was that a sneeze?
It's like a cough sneeze. I don't know what that was. Woke up hacking shit this morning.
It's the government putting that shit in the air.
Can't trust them.
Nice move out of the Dow.
I'll go blow my nose.
Oh.
No out of control of the things that I say. Yeah, I'm not looking for a way out. Yeah, Lions ripping.
Yeah, it is.
Just fucking pump us to the moon. We did take the pre-market highs out there on NASDAQ.
Yeah, we did. S&P's, NASDAQ, and Dow. Russell still has yet to. I still think, I mean, at the end of the day, the trade that's worked essentially every day this week so far, it's 2 for 2, is waiting for that kind of morning divergence and the move lower and then get long. So I think with the front runs at the moment, that's the move. If we just rip and rally, then obviously there's nothing I can do about that. But ideally, that's not the case.
My bad habits lead to late nights and alone. It's like this on Robinhood, and for the first like 15 minutes, it doesn't let you put a stop order in. That's some bullshit. I'm gonna move it up to that 3.5. If it gets down there, I'm gonna get out. I'm happy with that trade. That's the second test of the level. It might come down and shimmy me out, but we'll try to find another entry if it does. I'll stop talking about that trade because I know not a lot of people are in it.
No, that's a solid trade, though.
Thank you.
I don't like how far the Russell is moving without having that level test. Same thing for the Dow. It's like I would prefer if they didn't go super far and then came back, but mm,
Down strong. Yeah, I'm gonna choke the chicken here.
you gonna do it?
Beep.
I don't think it's a bad move. Like I said, I kind of think S&P's come back and go ahead and grab this 6,800. Question is, do we need 6783s or not? Opening prints right here. NASDAQ at the moment is the only market making new lows. So we don't necessarily have to go higher today, so there's that. Man, I had some leftover ribeyes, which is not a normal. I can't even honestly tell you the last time I had leftover ribeyes to actually put in the fridge for the next day. Man, I had those for breakfast. A steak is probably one of the
Morning.
best things to have in the morning, or lunch or dinner. Honestly, it doesn't really matter, but it was good. Kind of want
Love
some
steak
more.
and eggs.
Huh?
Sorry, I'm still in this managing it. I didn't take profits yet on the last half.
He's in a tizzy,
I love
boys.
I love steak and eggs, brother. You got me mesmerized on that. Steak and eggs with some hash browns, man. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I'll eat that shit now.
I didn't make any eggs with it, but Nasdaq only market to make new lows. Do we try longs and just
I'm
try and
still long.
send it up through 258s?
I'll really lock it. I'll really lock it. I am straight up. RTY straight up.
I know, that kind of pisses me off.
This 2 minute might fail. But yeah, my stops are officially at the lows.
47,420 out of the Dow there. See what I did there? That means Donald Trump smokes weed. 47,420. And Nasdaq.
Oh, what the frick?
You close it?
I am out. Yeah, unfortunately. Fucking Robin Hood. $50 to 350, not bad.
Take that.
So I'm flat. Let's find another entry on this 100K Apex.
Is that like 700%?
I didn't even look. Just another banger. Just another MLT certified banger. That's all that is.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Rinse and repeat, baby.
I kind of want to try Nasdaq longs right here, but I don't trust that 258s, and I
I
don't
just
like
got
the
some.
Dow.
I like the Dow going straight up.
Well, I mean, I'd like it if I was long it, but
Right.
at the moment, no. I just don't trust this Nasdaq yet. The 258s, first test of the level so far, we're kind of rejecting a little bit, so I'm not going to take the first buy off that, but
88.
this Dow move literally has room to 48 224s, which is, I think Christian talked about that last night in the mentorship chat. Essentially like 1,000 points worth of room. Which, I mean, it's crazy, but it's certainly possible. That's the bad part.
Then some NASDAQ down there. Stops at the lows. Average is 211.
I don't mind that. Playing a little 2-minute failure, maybe. I'm gonna continue to wait.
It's aggressive, and I don't love it. I'm just antsy on that apex.
If it works out nicely, but
Mhm. Does ES need the level test? I think it's going to be the biggest question if longs work. Do we get the level test and then does the long work from there? You give away any accounts yet?
yeah, there's a giveaway going right now.
Let's go. Nick, I took QQQ calls yesterday and I swung them into today. That's what I was managing. It was the 610 QQQs for today. I want to take some more QQQs and roll these over, but I'm going to hold off.
I kind of don't mind Nasdaq with stops under 193s, but
Whoa!
I might miss the boat today, honestly.
Mm.
If the train just leaves the station here, I'm gonna be hitchhiking the way. I don't know.
Get in.
I still don't trust it yet.
Still don't trust it. Get over the opening print.
It could be a little bit of
But
an abundance of caution, but
no, I don't think you're wrong going in the holidays.
if we get through 258s though, ideally some type of 15-minute entry, I will be more than in.
A stream of November, mine.
I had one red day in November.
That's awesome.
I kind of don't want to make it two.
Some of that in the back of your head.
It's mentally in my head for sure. Y'all got like 15 minutes left on that giveaway in Discord, by the way. I guess we could do one in here too, right?
Yeah, throw one on YouTube.
Yeah, why not? Why not? You guys want a giveaway on YouTube?
Yes, we do. When do we want it? Now.
Bro, that whole thing just reminded me of like O'Doyle rules. It's like O'Doyle rules.
For the rules. He just like puts both his hands up. Oh, his cup sucks. I need some water.
Brett's already saying hashtag or exclamation raffle. Bro, I ain't even drop it yet. This man says he's getting in line. Let me see if I can do one.
Marvin said, "Do you partake in the devil's lettuce, Eric?"
No, sir. No, sir.
Not today, Satan.
All of God's herbs on earth. He said, all right, let me me see.
Did take that NASDAQ. You could argue that targets here at opening print is first, or excuse me, at the level.
His first target.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can see
if
that.
you want. It's only like one or 2 hours there, about 2 hours.
All right, there you
I
guys
got a
go.
I got a fib drawn. I'm going for 5 hours up to at least 315. That's my first target.
All right. All right. Exclamation raffle in the chat there on YouTube. You guys got two chances to win right now. You got a giveaway on Discord, and you got a giveaway on YouTube. If you're not
Everybody in
currently,
Discord. Mm-hmm.
yeah, if you're not currently in Discord, we can drop that link as well.
Alrighty. Well, Robinhood screwed me out of those. What I've got stopped out again. Yeah, I would still be in it. I'd stops at 290. That one's gonna burn if we run. I want to get in some more options. I don't know what needs to happen though for me to do that.
I don't really know either, to be honest with you. I don't know what I want here. I mean, what I would really like would be a divergence down in the 6800s or down in the 2462s or down in the 47234s. But I also don't really know if I want to buy Dow after a 200-point sell-off.
Yeah, especially the Dow. That one's gonna be tough if it gets back down to the level.
Yeah. Nasdaq's the only market not breaking new highs just yet. Exclamation raffle in the chat. There's a bunch of you guys that are not entered on this already. On YouTube there for some reason.
I only picked up. I did 2 different orders. I don't know if y'all heard it, but I got filled at 221 and then 201. Average was 211. It was 8 each, so it's about 16 minis. Up about 2K here.
Let's go. Let's go. Exclamation raffle in the chat there. You gotta throw that little exclamation mark in the front of it. If you are aggressive, and Osborne, cover your ears, this would be the short for NASDAQ. If we're gonna fail this 258, this would be the area for it.
2-minute failure to go higher if it fails.
Yeah. Back under opening print, shorts are a little bit more enticing, but I don't love it either way at the moment. I'm happy with my sit on hands approach here this morning so far.
Yeah, the thing's already back down to open here. Ugly wick on the 15-minute.
Yeah, I mean, NASDAQ's up 150 couple points here. If we hang, that'll be the argument for NASDAQ, right? Is NASDAQ technically still the stronger market, even though it isn't above the levels, it's still here at 258s. So if we do manage to get down into those levels for S&P, Russell, Dow, something, right? And NASDAQ manages to hold up, then I would be more interested in a NASDAQ long from that point. Like if it can hold that strength while we get, another 150 points lower in the Dow, 15 points lower in the S&Ps, then I think that's something we can stand on. I'd be a little bit more interested there.
Should keep my stops at the lows on that NASDAQ entry, but I'm going to bump them up to break even just because I'm not loving the action. Try to find another entry if it takes me out.
I mean, ideally, it would hold opening print if it's going to be strong.
want to give it a couple points past the opening print, so that's where my stops are.
That'll buy a turkey.
We actually we went all out this week, or this year. I say all out. Normally, our whole family, like everyone kind of orders, make stuff. But today we ordered, this we ordered some, like, two local places where we get our meats. One of them's getting us a big ass ham, and another one's getting us a big ass smoked turkey with, I think, Brussels sprouts and some other side. So, like, the bulk of it we just ordered. I'm gonna pick it up. I'm excited.
So you ain't even got to cook?
Ain't gotta do nothing. Grandma's making deviled eggs. Besides that, we got everything we need.
I like that.
To give the family a little break.
I like that.
What's your go-to?
Oh, I'm doing ribeyes.
Oh, shit.
We didn't even mess around with the turkey. I mean, we tossed the turkey idea around, and we were just like, nah, I don't really. I mean, I'm just not down for it. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't really fuck with turkey like that normally.
and it's gonna be small. It's a small Thanksgiving for us this year. Christmas will be stupid, but
Anybody take that short net on NASDAQ? You just almost ticked me out. I'm still in here.
you know where I'm at. Come on down. By the way, exclamation raffle in that chat. I don't know what y'all are doing, but you slacking because there's 40 people in here and only 16 of y'all done entered. So y'all just don't want it or what?
205 into 280, $600. I'm out. Let's go.
There you go. Exclamation raffle. I'll get you guys entered. NASDAQ kind of popping under that opening print there.
It just fully stopped.
You said stopped you out?
Yep. Break even, little loss, $50 loss. That was up 2 grand. Not great for the trail.
Ain't nothing but a thing.
That trail always fucks me.
He said let you win. Bro, enter the one on Discord too. We run it back with another one too. I'm trying to negotiate where, for those of y'all that were here last week when we gave away the 5 just like instant funded, no eval process, nothing to top 1. I'm trying to do that on a weekly basis. If I can get, I need 2 more props to give me accounts each month, and essentially we'll just rotate it. So like we can give out 5 of the top ones this week. We'll give out 5 Apex next week, 5 Lucid, and just every Wednesday jump on for like an hour, kind of talk about the markets, like a midday recap or a midweek recap kind of thing. Yeah, Tradeify is a potential too. So if I can get more than 4, then obviously we'll run them. We'll just stack a couple extra in each week. But yeah, my goal is to be able to get and just do a Wednesday stream and just give away some accounts, talk about markets, review the charts for the week, and kind of run it from there.
I want a long NASDAQ again.
He said try and get some straight to funded from them. I'll take a picture of it right now and I'll shoot it over to him. Russell getting a little bit of a push there.
Glad I didn't long the Nasdaq.
Nice push lower there. $26 people entered to win. Y'all got 4 minutes and 20 seconds. That's the number of the day. I wasn't actually bullshitting. It was legit 4 minutes and 20 seconds left on the timer.
Nasdaq dump is looking good, brother. Good call. We should have took it.
I know.
I might have been too long. Might have been my fault. I'll take the blame on that one.
I told you close your ears.
You should have said close your position and flip it.
S&Ps, we got a signal in place now. NASDAQ signal in place. Russell and Dow kind of holding here. Does the Russell do it again? I don't think so, right? I don't think so. If it does, we got a lot of room. Yeah, I mean, the short I don't think was necessarily the easiest of. It wasn't the easiest, cleanest wanting to short that thing off the highs. But yeah, I mean, it was a combination of the rejection from the level 258s there. Just the price action inside that 2-minute chart as well. There's also the idea too that we front ran these levels down here for essentially every other market. So we should, in quotes, should go get those level tests, which at the moment S&Ps are currently sitting on 6,800s. The Dow is about 100 points above its level. We're at 359,000 contracts traded on the day. 10:01. Just closed for consistency, $1,200. Nice. Good work, dude. Who'd you take that? Which one did you take that in? Your top ones, or you got like every prop firm in the world loaded up? So it's a valid question. Your alpha account, nice. Passed one of the evals today. One of the free ones you got, since you won 2 in a row somehow. Nice. Good work, dude. Yo, upload game won the giveaway in the Discord. That Russell strength is actually stupid impressive. Bro, with the Apex sale going on right now, it's kind of a no-brainer. Like legitimately a no-brainer. Yeah, you know it's my
I agree.
favorite.
Like $60 risk just to get a whole thing.
I don't. So
I think if
50.
you I was gonna say, I think if they bought an old Apex account, even if they get it funded, there's still that $10 that's only locked in if you got in during that time. Because
No, I think that's just
not
on
to
the
interrupt you, but
100K.
oh, okay. Because I passed a 100K account without before that promo, and yesterday I thought I was gonna have to pay like the 25 or whatever it was, but I only had to pay $10 to activate it.
Yeah, so the 10, like all PA fees right now are $40 except for the 100K. The 100K is $10.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Market's kind of coming back down here. Yeah, I mean, personally, I wouldn't. I just don't think the risk reward, like the bang for your buck, is there on the 50Ks. I mean, I know that's kind of like the sweet spot for a lot of people. The 50K, the 50K to the 100K risk metrics does make a little bit more sense to go with the 50K, but the 100K also then gives you just a little bit. You gotta make more money. It gives you just a little bit more room for essentially the same price, if not a little bit less, realistically. So like from that standpoint, it does make more sense. But I don't know. I still personally, with like the $40 PA fees, the ones I've been messing with have been the 250s. Yeah, the quicker payout definitely is nice. It's a whole lot easier to hit that 3K number for sure.
What do you mean by that? Quicker payout with what?
You only got to hit on the 50Ks. You only got to hit 3K in profits
Gotcha.
as opposed to six on the hundreds.
Yes, I got more.
But I mean, realistically, if you're risking, $250 per trade, you're looking at like 20 Rs. You got to hit on the 100K, right? As opposed to like 10 to 12 Rs on the 50K. So it's not an insane difference, but it is certainly a difference. All right, we got 26 people in that giveaway. I'm still waiting for markets to come back down. There's a long opportunity down here, I think, off of 6800s. S&P is just front ran it on 01 quarters just now. I don't love it. I would prefer. I think the Russell has some strength here, right around 77's held pretty nicely there. I just don't love. I don't love that long at the moment. Like I said, I'm just going to be a little bit more risk averse, I think, today than uh, than normal. And it just doesn't have. We don't actually have a signal in place anywhere at the moment. There's one at the top in the Dow. That's pretty much it. So we had one in the S&Ps and the Nasdaq. It went away. So I'm still just going to be patient with that.
We got a divergence right here, don't we? ES new lows, NQ new lows.
Yeah, but the
Are the
signal went
two?
away. We
Hmm.
we technically have a divergence, but the arrow went away. Like I said, there's a long from here if you really want it, and there's a nice 5-minute buy set up there in the Dow. We're just so close to opening print, so close to those levels. I would almost just rather wait and um, give it the opportunity to get back down there if it wants. I could miss the move, but I would be more interested. I say that to then say I'm more interested in longs if Nasdaq gets back over 258s, right? I think there's an
Right.
opportunity there. That'll be third test, and that 15-minute would look really, really nice, which is what I said like a while ago.
Yep. I'm with you.
Yeah, the second condition went away. So market moves question in Discord there. All right, let me pick this Discord winner or the giveaway winner real quick. Oh, that's funny. Mr. FX Leonard. You in the chat, Francois?
Mr. FX Leonard,
Yeah.
come to the stage. Let's go.
A free 50K eval to Lucid. Give him a big congratulations. Should we do another one?
Oh, yeah. Send it.
Y'all want another one? We do it on YouTube or we do it on Discord? What do you think?
Got me feeling so lonely, even when I come through.
You guys want one for Lucy? You want one for Apex? Should we do both? Should we give away 2 to one person? You want an Apex one, Joe? We can do an Apex one. Do like a rapid fire back to back. I want a raffle for Oz's hat. His sombrero.
This is this shit's vintage, guys. You can't afford this. I don't know what it is. My mom remarried. Shoot, that was like 10 years ago. He's a real good guy, but this is his dad's hat.
Oh, it's old
And
then.
it's just so cool. Yeah, it's old. He was old as crap before he died, and he died just a few years ago. But it's just so cool. Like, I don't know. I love fashion, but it's like men used to dress like so much cooler. Even if it was just like a simple hat, like it wasn't a big deal. It was just a hat. You know what I mean? Now it's like someone wears like this. Someone wears a hat like this and they're peacocking or they're doing too much or they look like an idiot. But it's like people just used to like, I don't know, have so much better fashion. I give a fuck about like what other people thought. I don't know. It was just different.
Dude, you look at the pictures like from back in like even like early 1900s and like I mean dudes are dressed to the nines just to go to the
You know?
store.
Yeah. Just to walk outside and be seen.
Yeah. And some of those like I mean y'all got them down there in the south too, but like when you go to the museums and like they'll have like what the suits and stuff were and it's like freaking wool and it's like bro, I'm sweating my ass off in freaking shorts and a t-shirt in South Carolina in the summertime. Like I can't imagine being just draped
That's
in
still the
wool.
case. That's still the case. I don't know about wool, but that's still the case in Italy. When I went to Italy, I was so surprised because it was pretty warm when we went, and I was in shorts and like a collared shirt or whatever. And there was like every grown man I saw was like in pants, tucked in, like nice vest on or a suit, and like it was no big deal. It's just what they were used to, I guess. I don't know. I was like, I'd be sweating my ass off. I can't wear all that shit.
Dude, like when you go to the Caribbean and the locals are in like jeans and a hoodie and it's like 89 degrees outside and you're just like, what in the hell are you doing?
Yeah, we'll get all that.
So when I was a kid, back in the 1940s, when I was growing up,
In my day, boy.
All right, let's have a quick giveaway here. We'll do a free Apex account this time. Exclamation raffle in the chat.
Like you should almost save the apexes until now.
You say what? Save them for what?
Almost save them until the price goes back up because they're so damn cheap right now.
That's true.
But it's not.
That's true.
I don't know what to do today. I might call it a day pretty early.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't pushed the button yet, so I got that video I want to make, just kind of breaking down November on that top one account. I got a lot of good positive feedback, by the way. Most people said it in DMs as opposed to like comments and such. But that like little carousel ad that I did or carousel post I did yesterday, just kind of running through some of the trades and stuff from November. And there was a couple of people, like I said, that reached out and were like, yeah, like I remember your post from, a week or two ago. I stopped trading full size contracts. I switched to micros. Like I've already passed my eval. I'm working towards a payout now. It's just a sizing thing, just the risk and size and stuff. It seems like for whatever reason, people need a little reminder that you don't constantly have to try and hit, 6-figure type trades. You know what I mean? Yeah, he went from one NASDAQ to two M and Qs, which is still, I mean, the range today obviously isn't that big, but like, when you look at NASDAQ, like yesterday, total range was 533 points. Like that's $1,000+ per micro range on the day. Like that's still that's a good range on the day, right? $1,000. Even if you capture half of it with one micro, $250, you're still talking about a $500 day on an account that cost you like 60, 70, $80. You know what I mean? Like that's a good position to be in. Where's this video? I haven't made the video yet. I haven't made the video yet, but I did post up like a couple things on my Instagram yesterday. Because I've showed that account every day in November. By the way, only 9 of y'all entered so far. Exclamation raffle in the chat. I kind of like that little Russell move down there. Still holding right around that 77 area. Do we go for the 4th day up, though, is going to be the question. I'd love to see the Dow get that divergence, but getting a little bit of a reaction right here. S&P's front run again. I haven't heard of that for a while. I haven't heard of them doing that for a while. There's been certain cases where like they'll ask people to trade for like an additional few days, because they're like right on the border of the percentages and stuff like that. But yeah, I haven't heard of the screen. There was a time where they were certainly doing that, and I think a lot of that was, some of that was to combat the bots and things like that, which technically they're allowed. So I don't know there is a lot of back end. There is a lot of back end rules and things like that. You know, you can't have multiple people in the same household and their same you know address and stuff like that with accounts, those types of things. Did I hold the Walmart swing? No, I didn't get into it yesterday, and I should have. Up over those 105.50, 105.49s there. We called it out like right here. I do think it looks good though. I think Walmart looks really good from a core swing position type of perspective. But yeah, no, the screen recording thing is certainly not ideal, but I don't guess there's too many ways you can kind of combat that, you know? I heard a number, it was probably like a year and a half ago, um, that at that time they had over 100,000 active traders on their platform. The Apex alone had 100,000 active accounts, not just like individual accounts, but individual people accounts, which is insane. Like, that's that's a massive number. I mean, I don't think there's any prop firm discords that have 100,000 people yet. Tradeify is probably one of the top. They got 40,000. Topstep might have. Yeah, Topstep's got 193,000. 193,000 people in their Discord. Well, I mean, they've paid out like what, $600 million or something so far. They still keep it updated on the site. Yeah, 615 million. The Russell looks like it wants to pop highs here, but I'm not a big fan of where S&Ps and Nasdaq are at the moment. It might turn into a do nothing day for me. I may kick myself for not taking the Nasdaq short up there off 258s, but I still kind of want a long though. I would just rather wait for up over 258s to make that a reality. There's the idea for a Dow long right in through here. You can use tighter stops at like 345s. Let it trigger up over 390s or so. This is about a 50-point stop. It's not my favorite though. Still buying the front run of 234s. If we were going to make the move today, this is the other thing too, is if we were going to make the big move today, you know, up into 48,224s or something like that. I feel like we would have trended a little bit differently so far. Y'all got 4 minutes and 30 seconds, by the way. Exclamation raffle in the chat. A free Apex account. We're also kind of coming back down now. Straight to funded. They don't have any on Apex. I actually don't have any to give away at the moment either. They gave me 5 when I did that thing last week with top 1. They gave me 5, and I accidentally kind of convinced them to give me 6 because our first guy was not there when we needed him to be. But we pulled it through and was able to hook him up. Yeah, no, so far I think that's a good move. I do still kind of like this Dow here. I pull back to 340s. My toss login. I get a text message every time I log into that account, so it would be known. You guys can set that up, by the way. You get a text message every time you log into your toss account. Just in the event something was to ever happen. Even when like Sunday nights when I log in from my phone, like that, like I haven't logged into the app over the weekend or whatever, and the first time you load it up on Sunday nights, it'll hit you with that little, it'll hit you with the text too. Yeah, it's an option. I kind of went along the Dow here. I kind of went along NASDAQ as well. I'm just going to wait for over 258s. Like there's no, I don't think there's really any added advantage to getting the early entry here if we aren't actually going to get above 258s. So while I would like the position, I'm just going to continue to kind of chill with that. By the way, y'all got some good odds because, again, somehow only 13 people entered in exclamation raffle in the chat. Yeah, if we don't run away in the first, like 20 minutes of the day, it ends in 56 seconds. No, I don't use the opening from extended hours. It's on this chart just because I show the extended session on there just from a charting perspective for the stream purposes. The screen you guys see is actually behind my other screen. I feel like we should play a little game. I kind of have an idea. All right, let's pick the winner here for the Apex account. And oh, Joe. Good work, Joe. You the one that requested Apex, somehow you win. That is funny. You manifested that, my guy. Oh, he is 100% going to full port that. That's not even a question. Not even a question. I will drop you that code right now. I sent it to you on Discord. It'll work for any size account, whatever one you want. Do I think trading futures market offers far less edge than scanning for stocks that have news? So I don't personally care about the news, like per se, like whether the news is quote unquote good or bad. It doesn't necessarily matter to me. Um, and at the end of the day, a chart is a chart. So yeah, if we have earnings, if there's some sort of announcement, whatever the case is, like we're obviously going to get some volatility from that, which could warrant a trade, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean that just because the earnings were good or bad, that we're going to then continue to go higher or go lower from there, right? So there's a number of times where we'll see like bad earnings and the stock gaps down into a support area and then it rallies back, half of the down move or all of the down move even on a day, right? And vice versa. Like we'll gap under a support area or we'll gap to it and work through it, right? So it's not, for me, I don't necessarily care about that perspective. Um, is there an advantage and do I do it? Yes, when there's a relative strength or relative weakness name on the day. Yeah, like Walmart right now has that, it has some relative strength, it has some continuation from the earnings. So yeah, yesterday, I mean it's up about $3 from yesterday where we called an entry on it. So yeah, something like that definitely can give you an added advantage. But at the end of the day, if you don't have market in your favor, it's still also going to be tough for those trades to work. So at the end of the day, like I really want the market. I want the market to do the thing in which it's either saying it wants to do or that I would like for it to do, how I would like to see it shape up, whatever, in order to participate in that. And there's times where recently the individual names have been just not my favorite thing, like at all. Um, they just, I think they've personally been super tough, and that comes and goes every so often. And we're coming out of a really, what I consider to be a really weird earnings season. So I've traded primarily futures over the last couple of months just because of that. And it's done really, really well. Like, is there times where, yes, we could have traded something and, it had a really nice move or whatever it is? Sure. But I also know that there'll be a time where this kind of like fades and we'll be back to a little bit of a normalcy and can trade the individual names in the way in which I like to trade them. We'll get the gap over the level, we'll retest it, get back over the open, etc. Right? the specific criteria that I would like to see, which we just haven't been getting that. There's some few and far between, but it's also still just been a really stock pickers market. Like market's going higher today, right? You could argue from here maybe. Dow's obviously gotten the pullback. It's trying to go higher. Russell's sitting here basing, trying to go higher. S&Ps are holding off 6,800s. NASDAQ working back to opening print. So like you could make a good argument for that. And at the moment, kind of Netflix, Walmart, and AMD have a little bit of relative strength, right? Those are some names that are currently in an uptrend on the day. Everything else is kind of Apple, you could say, is in a semi downtrend. Amazon just kind of holding here. Nvidia, you could say, is maybe trying to break the trend here. Tesla's technically in a downtrend on the day. Meta's maybe trying to break the downtrend on the day. So you got three names to kind of pick from there, right? That we just talked about, the AMD, the Netflix, or the Walmart type positions, right? And it could end up being, and this is the part about a stock picker's market, it could end up being Tesla that ends up making the move, right? So, which is not at the moment on the radar for the relative strength side. So when it's a crazy stock picker's market like that, I just typically tend to have less trades in individual names. So kind of a long-winded answer to your question there, but yeah. But yeah, when you know how a chart moves, it really doesn't matter what the product is. The same thing I'm looking for on the S&Ps, NASDAQ, Russell, Dow, gold, silver, etc. still all applies to, Nvidia, Tesla, all those. All right, we're going to play a game. We're going to play a game. I thought of a game. I thought of a game. All right, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. So if you want an Apex account, here's the game we're going to play. Click this link. You're going to go ahead and log in to your Apex account or create one. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes if you want to go ahead and create an account. And then what I'm going to do is I will drop a link, or I will drop a code when you guys are ready in the chat. And the first person that gets to use that code and successfully goes through, they're the ones that win the account. So instead of doing like a giveaway type thing where I just send the code out to one person, I'm going to drop the code in the chat. And so if I was you, the way in which I would play the game would be I would already go into Apex, into the account that I wanted, check the two boxes that need checked, leave the coupon code empty, and then when I drop the coupon code in there, all you got to do, copy, paste. Next page, you got to enter your credit card information, but it should show 0 because of the coupon code. And then, actually, wait. I wonder if that'll charge you or if it'll reject. If someone wins it, I wonder if it'll reject the coupon. I don't know. Everybody might get charged, and that might actually be a bad idea. Yeah, you do have to enter credit card details, but it'll show 0 because you have the coupon. I don't know. We can try it. We can try it. You do have to enter, but if the coupon code's already put in for the first person, it might go ahead and take it. Yeah, yeah. Whoever gets it entered in first. Well, so will the coupon code will take that to 0 before it ever goes through. So it should be the first person that gets it into the box and then to the next page. Yeah, use code MLT if you're not sure you're gonna win. That's true. We can do a trial run. I don't I think it'll work to where as soon as that coupon code is entered and you go to the next page, that nobody else can use it because it should reject it from there because it's already like it's not processed, but it's already in the system, if you know what I mean. So we can do a test run first if like a handful of people want to try it, and then if it does work, then we'll do it more often because then it'll just be whoever's on that page. Yeah, I'll give you guys a couple minutes to like log in and load up the order page window. I've never actually tried this before, so we can see how it goes. Essentially, all you got to do is copy and paste this code right in, and then be the first person to click next. I think. We'll find out. You guys let me know when you're ready, though. We'll give it like 2 minutes. 10:43. How about that? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If the code isn't valid, it's not going to take you through to the second page. I might get in trouble. I might get in trouble. We'll find out. It's either that or a lot of people are going to get charged for an Apex account that they didn't want. Oh, he used to do it? Oh, damn it. So I'm not the first. So it does work that way. It does work the way I'm thinking. Like, so you won't necessarily get charged if you're not the first one to get it entered. Oh, that's funny. The coupons they give me now, they expire. They got an expiration date. Like the one I just sent you, if that doesn't get used, then it expires. But he sent me some more yesterday. He sent me some more last night. So we should do it as like a scavenger hunt too in like the chat in the Discord. I could just hide them in different places, like in the middle of random sentences and shit. Like right before a screenshot or something, just see if anybody finds it. We could have some fun with it. All right, what time is it? It's 10:42 and 45 seconds. Whoever answers how many max minis on 100K first. I should see, it'd probably be for Reed, low key. I should see who has the most Apex accounts. Like who's had the most eval accounts. They could use a free one. They could use a free code. All right. We're going to drop the link, or we're going to drop the code in the chat. You're over 1,000. Damn. That's impressive. That is impressive, my guy. That's the guy you want to go to the bar and drink with. was before you came to MLT. So none of those were code MLT, which is super unfortunate for me. That's kind of crazy, low key. I think the most I've seen on like their, I haven't dropped the code by the way. I think the most I've seen on their, on the Facebook page, someone showed like 700 or something one time. They had like 700 PAs or 700 evals, and I think it was like 200 PAs maybe or something like that. It was up there. All right, we'll go ahead and drop this code. We'll see how this works. 1289. Damn. That's a tough one to beat. That is a tough one to beat. I'm going to throw that up on a quick Instagram story. All right. There's that code. Have fun. Let's see who gets it. You got it. He was ready on that one. Trigger finger ready. That's the coupon code. That's the coupon code. He said, "What a sweat." Make that 1290, please. Hold up, you got it too? What? Oh, y'all gonna get me in trouble. It didn't say exceeded the limit? Shit, maybe they gave me a broken code. Hold up, so how many people got it? Did we just find a hack? Everybody uses it at the same time? So hold up, Joe got it. Braylor got it. Nathan got it. Lindsay got it. All four of y'all got free accounts? That is wild. I feel like I might get in trouble for that one, but I don't actually know. Oh, that's funny. Oh, you got the limit reached? So we got 3. All right, 3's not bad. That won't go noted. Like that'll fly under the radar. I feel like. Oh, I guess we'll find out. We're gonna have to try that again though. They didn't tell me like not specifically to do that, so yeah, no, it's not. I mean, it's not my fault technically. I mean, kind of, but well, that's cool. It went the opposite way of what I thought. I thought some people might get charged accidentally. but some people got extra free accounts, so so we could always try again. I don't know if I should push my luck because that didn't go as it went the opposite of the way I thought it might go. Actually, huh? Should we try with Lucid next? I'm kind of curious to see if that works. Lindsay's a bad influence. She's like, we could try again. Good work, Joe. Go work. Have a good Thanksgiving, my guy. I might not be too far behind you. I'm debating if I want to take this NASDAQ to the long side or not right here off opening print. Hmm. NASDAQ making a nice little push there. This is what I'm the only thing that's keeping me here at the moment is the potential that we get an entry up over 258s. Well, it's already 1052. It probably doesn't happen until after 11, which I'm okay with that, but at the same time, if we don't get above 258s, then how much time do I really want to devote to it today? All right, Lindsay, have a good Thanksgiving. You as well, Nathan, Derivator. Appreciate you guys for jumping on today. Unfortunately, no trades for me yet. I'm still debating if I want this NASDAQ or not, but yeah, you as well, Brian. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. We did a couple more like live streams in November than we have in the past couple of months. What's up, Larry? How you doing, man? Where are you gonna be for Thanksgiving? You going to New Orleans or you where you at? 480 DIA calls. Um, that's a YOLO if I ever seen one. 480s. They're 10 cents. It's not there. It's not terrible. You think we get there by Friday? Oh, you frying up some turkeys? Nice. I was gonna say with gumbo, yeah. I was about to say I know that's not the only thing you're gonna have. Gold's been a nice mover, dude. The ranges have been insane. I mean, what? Just today is a 40-point range. I didn't like the rollover. That was not my favorite thing to see at all. No, it's certainly the next level above. Which I guess it's not like you're gonna fucking talk me into it, aren't you? 700 points away. I tell you what, you join Lifetime, I'll put all of it. I'll put all of it on there. Or you put it all on there, and then after it works, you just pay me the difference. It's 1,000 into like 15,000, maybe 20, depending on premiums, right? That's the idea. Pick them up for 10 cents. If we make the move, they go to like $1.50 to probably $2. We got a deal. I can make that work. QQQ. 617s for today. I don't know if I do that. I kind of like the Dow because it gives you that extra day on Friday, which technically is an early day. But I think futures are open like half day tomorrow, so we might actually see some of that movement. I think I like the Dow a little bit better. Let me see something here. I might join you on some of those. Let's see, DIA. It's the 28th. 480 calls. I put an order in for some at 10. I might be a dick for a tick and not want to pay the penny. I might add a little bit more though. This Nasdaq's making a nice little push here up over 258.50s though. Nasdaq about to make new highs on the day. S&P's already did so. Russell's making a nice move. So yeah, I'm down for a pullback in Nasdaq here for longs. This was kind of the idea that I was looking for earlier. I just put in a bid for some of those 480 DIA calls for Friday for 10 cents here. We'll see if they fill me. Yeah, I expected a little bit. Well, I didn't expect the rollover in gold and silver to give it up as much after the roll. That was kind of the surprise. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the way this chart looks at the moment just with the roll. When you look at like GLD or something, it looks fine. The futures chart just doesn't seem quite right to me at the moment though. If this Dow runs away because of a penny. Oh, you bought that pullback in the SPY? Nice. Did you give me 100 of those DIA calls? We're about to lose a penny. I know. I see it. I see it. NASDAQ making a nice push. So good question. Do I vary position size based on quality of the setup or size the same on all of them and why? So for the most part, all of my trades are going to be about the same size. I have, like I said, the standard, and I say that with twofold. Yes and no. Will they be the same number of contracts or same number of options contracts or whatever the case is? No, that's going to vary a lot depending on the risk for the trade. So I don't size, like if I take 10 contracts, like I'm not taking 10 contracts on every trade, right? Some trades might have 25, some trades might have like 3 contracts, right? It just depends on the risk. So if it's a tighter risk to reward ratio, like I can get, better risk, like a tighter risk, then obviously I can add a couple more contracts to that and keep my risk, like my dollar amount, the same, right? If I want to risk $100 per trade, then I'll size that accordingly. Whether that's one contract or 50 contracts doesn't make a difference to me from a sizing perspective in that way, but my risk per trade remains to be the same. Does that make sense? And then twofold on that, like if my A plus trade comes along and we have the gap up over level, pull back into a divergence, blah blah blah, etc., then I'm permitted to put a little bit more risk, a little bit larger of a R value on a trade like that, for example. And all of that is taught in the mentorship, Sando. Like legitimately everything, levels, trend, multi-time frame analysis, the risk management piece, the trade management pieces, psychology, all of that stuff. There's a total of like 300 and some odd hours now of content inside that mentorship. So it's got some girth to it. That's why I talk you out of the 617s. We might get an entry. We're 30 points above the level, 36 points above the, like, well, we can get a pullback. I would prefer we get a pullback, honestly. I debated that NASDAQ there around opening print. Didn't do it. Yeah, I don't know that I really have any unhappy customers with the mentorship. Come on, don't do that. Don't do that to my guy. That's funny. Bro, he's actually been doing pretty good. I told him to go away because he shouldn't be trading the overnight session at the moment. I don't know if he's listening or not, but I love him. I just want him to do good. And the overnight is not his thing. There he is. There's the man himself. About to have 2 evals passed? Nice. You still at my funded, or where'd you go to? Who are you trading them with? Oh, the core plan. I think I've seen that's the daily payout. You can add the daily payout to it. I haven't tried them. I still have yet to actually trade with them. By the way, did you get filled on your 10-cent DIAs? Yeah, max 3K payout. That was a beautiful little pullback there in the Dow. Nice little pullback. NASDAQ just needs to come on down. Hold on, I'll be right back. Man, you walk away for like 60 seconds on YouTube and the viewership just drops. Like immediately. Yeah, the melt up in the weekly video is pretty much exactly spot on. Um, I was looking for Nasdaq to potentially try and pull back here to 258s, and I would look to do something in there with a target up into 483s. It gives about 230 points worth of target. But at the moment, we're continuing to push here and not getting that pullback. So I think if anything, we probably try and pop up over like 309s or so, where we're currently at, and we'll see if we can't get a pullback from there. I would I prefer if we didn't go too far and got that pullback first. But at the moment, we just continue to kind of grind higher. So I haven't done any futures trades. I did take some of those DIA 380s or whatever. What's the number? 480s that Nasdaq's at 308. Hassan kind of gave us the idea on. If it works, I mean, the Dow goes to 481.41s. So these things go from like 10 cents to like $1.50 to $2. So I'm okay with that risk as kind of a lotto to end the week out and just see if we don't make the move. But other than that, yeah, no, Nasdaq doesn't seem like it wants it. I'm kind of kicking myself. I tried, and I have been super patient with the overall entries today, and I'm kind of kicking myself for not taking that entry right here around that pullback to opening print. So, I would love for that to happen and get the pullback, but at this point, it's looking more and more less likely. But yeah, I'm probably not going to stick around too much longer. We're kind of pushing a little bit further than I would like for it to at the moment from those 258s. Yeah, no, it's been a solid week for sure. It's been a good month overall. I can't complain from that perspective. Um, so, and like I said, I was abundantly cautious this morning. Just overall, that first little kind of test the 258s. It's our fourth day to the upside here. So, but I could have been a little bit, I could have been a little bit more aggressive on an entry and still been perfectly within risk metrics here. And 222s up to 480s would have been a nice way to end the week, but it is what it is. Osborne coming back on. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm gonna post this up on my story real quick. Yo, you there? Sweet. I got you.
Gee.
Uh, no pullback to that 258 for NASDAQ there.
No, I feel like I underperformed. I can go on Streamlabs as well if you want to throw my video on.
Yeah, go for it.
I feel like I underperformed, but I mean, I felt like why not pump, bro? I mean,
No, for sure.
we got the pullback, trying to flip the daily. Why not, you know?
No, I agree. I don't know if you caught it, but we grabbed some 480s on the DIA for end of week there.
I did grab some of those for you. Are they doing anything? Or with you?
They're like well, they're 10, 12 cents at the moment. They're hanging out right here. I don't think they'll really
Yeah.
move until we get another like 300 points out of the Dow.
You're hoping that happens Friday?
Yeah, I mean it's not terribly far away. It's about a percent and a half away. So
I
it's
still
not.
think we can I still think we can rock some QQQ OTDs if we can get like a deep pullback and some contracts get screwed. I think it might be worth.
Yeah,
It's gonna be it's gonna be a steep pullback into the level. That's the only way I'd get long, and it's gonna be scary. But I might take some super cheap OTDs. What do you think about that?
I don't mind that idea. If we get like all of a sudden like a boner candle to the downside.
Yeah, that just gets wicked up. It could use the pullback, but it definitely doesn't have to. It could just keep going. Everyone wants a pullback right now.
I know.
Did pick up tiny Nasdaq. I'm up about $1,000 on that Apex account. I'm only holding one micro left. That's up 180 bucks.
That's not a bad move. It's about 100 points.
My fill was a late fill. 320, 254.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, not too bad.
I'm kicking myself a little bit for not taking that entry right around opening print, 222s.
Yeah, it's about when I got in around that 9. Was that 956? Yeah. Little shimmy. Is B
Yeah.
Smart in here?
You say what?
I said, is B Smart in here? We need to get audio better because I don't sound good on YouTube either. It's hard for them to hear me because even when I listen to myself, it's hard. But I was just saying that's a shimmy. Where's B Smart at? He was asking what a shimmy is.
Oh, yeah.
You break down every. That's the thing. You can break down every chart today, and there's a shimmy in there, right? And you could argue, well, yeah, you only know that because after the fact, it's like, well, that's how we trade. It's like, well, depending on if you let the candle close or not. Which I can see that argument. If you're not letting the candle close, it's like, well, yeah, now you're pointing out the shimmy, but would you have taken that, previously or in real time rather?
Yeah.
And that's what the video I sent you. If you can post that, that's just one video. I got another one as well, but it sucks that I can't post
Did you
long form comp.
did you approve me?
It should have, yep.
Oh, I didn't go back and check. You didn't say whether you did or didn't.
Talking about a bunch, but yeah, I should have. I think I did.
Um, yeah, that's a solid trade, ZV. That's a
ZV
solid
Eric,
trade.
look. What do you take? What do you take? It was y'all can clown me on those QQQs at 350. I would have got stopped out because I had my original stop $3. I should have just, YOLO'd the last ones. They went down to $2, so I gave away $1.50. They're at 530 right now, so to make another 450, another $1.50. So that's a 1-for-1 right now. We'll see if it makes the full move. Is it in Julian's posting profits, even though he said he wasn't going to trade?
uh,
Where's nice MES? Let me take a look at that thing. I was watching ES as well, so it doesn't say exactly where you got in, but just on those candles, yeah. That's a 5-minute chart. Good work. Beauty.
so check out
ZV,
CMG. A little Chipotle action. Uh,
ZV printing. Who else printing? Anybody else take a long or take a trade? I don't know what else worked. ES and NQ longs, YM longs, RTY. Did you take that RTY? You called it out when it was sitting around 473 and never made a new low there, huh?
nope, did not. I have not pushed a single futures button this morning.
That's good, or that's all right. A lot of people can say that.
I'm okay with it. I mean,
General, I think you should be okay with it. You didn't see the edge. You're just hesitant on the long because of the holidays. But dude, I feel like I've heard you say that 3 years in a row, and we pump 3 years in a row.
we do. It's the normal Thanksgiving
Every
holiday
time.
week type thing.
Every time.
But I
I shouldn't say
also,
every times.
I mean, at the same time though, like I had, and not that I mean, the entries in which I would have taken obviously would have worked as well. But yeah, I was just kind of in my head about not wanting to have a red day to end out the month here. I mean, yeah, we got Friday, but realistically, I'm not going to do anything outside of these DIAs that I picked up. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was a little bit in my head about it, so
I'm trying to think of my month as well. I try not to think about that,
I didn't
but I'm
sleep
pretty
great
sure.
last night either, too.
Mm.
So like, I'm a little, you know, I'm not 100% today. I'm still above average. You know what I mean? But I'm not like not where I would like to be.
I had a slow month. I had my best October was the best month I've had. So I knew I was like, I'm gonna take this month slow, and I'm like basically break even, but this trade definitely helped this week.
You
This
didn't tell
was a
me
nice
that.
one. I didn't tell you what.
October was your best month?
Potentially.
Yeah,
I've been keeping everything low key. I don't even talk to you much about my options account, I guess. But yeah,
that's true.
nothing
Yeah.
crazy yet. Nothing worth mentioning. But um, yeah, it's looking good. So mentally, I was like, I'm gonna take it slow this week or this month rather, and organically, it just worked out. Couple winners, couple losers added up, but nothing too crazy. But this week definitely was makes it a pretty decent green week month.
Nice.
But
You gotta love that though.
always better, man. I always feel like I can do better, and I know that's like a good thing and a bad thing. But I need to be better with journaling. Like, I guess need to get a YouTube channel because, like, making that video yesterday of just, and I've wanted to do it in the past, just a long form trade journal at the end of the day. Like, I'm talking through the trade and what I'm seeing for hopefully valuable to anybody else, which I think it is, but also for me to learn. And like, it just continues to repeat itself. You know what I mean? And being able to see that stuff and ingrain it is so important. And then the next step to be an OG is to be able to execute it right and then manage it properly and don't choke the chicken.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean,
It's so easy to choke the chicken in this game.
there's definitely a balance
Definitely.
overall.
Yeah, because you could argue. Oh, shit. One sec, dude.
I got this YouTube dashboard. Let me see if
Coffee appeared out of nowhere. Gotta love it.
you say what?
Thank you, babe. Instead of coffee. Coffee.
By the
Yeah,
way,
it's like you could argue it was stupid of me to be up 2K on that position and let it break me back to even when the risk, I mean, the risk was about 500, $800. So it wasn't crazy R yet. That's why I didn't take a bunch of profit. But it's just so hard with the trailing thing on those. So I got to be careful.
by the way, there is a I don't know how to do it yet, but I did see that YouTube has it. They have like a collaborator stream. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna mess with the whole like we talked about with the stream.
Oh, it lets me, speaking of that, if you're trying to play with that right now, it's letting me share screen in Streamlabs. Should I try?
Yeah, go for it.
See you're able to post it. All right, let's see what I can share. I don't know if it's a full screen. Nice, it's window.
I don't know where it'll put
Share.
it.
Let's just play with it real quick. All right, there should be a window sharing.
He said share nudes.
Make it super.
OnlyFans.com.
Just make it super small, like next to me, if you can.
I don't actually see it.
You're not seeing it yet.
Oh wait, no idea. Assign a source. Huh. So I need to assign it to a source.
Am I the
And
source?
No. Um,
Markets are pumping, brother. I had fucking, you know what the shittiest part about this whole thing is?
huh.
I got filled at 350 and coming into the day, all I had was limits at 750, and I bet they hit at some point.
That'd be rough. That'd be rough.
It's
Can't do that to yourself though.
it's gonna happen. And I know I can't, but I need to just continue to be better. And I think a big part of that is just sizing. It's like when you risk 250 and then you're holding one contract bigger than the full or risking 2000, right? Whatever. And I know I've had this conversation again, but over and over again, but that whole scaling thing is just a little tricky and it's not as it's just mental and it's the attachment of money and it's the psychology piece that everybody struggles with.
Check that out. Should be
You can even make it smaller, but yeah, that's perfect. Let's go. And I should be able to that's sweet. I should be able to now we just gotta figure out the audio.
nice.
I
That
should be
works.
able to adjust that window.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I can
agree. You
move
can
that around or do whatever.
say you make both of our videos the same size if you can, and then you can make my screen a little bit smaller if you want, or my share screen.
Yeah, I can.
Good deal. That's progress.
Sweet getting somewhere. I might just put you down here in the corner. Oh shit.
Throw me in the corner, bro. You know I like to keep it G. Hassan, any trades for me? Yeah, dude. I swung QQQ. I got stopped out like a baby back bitch. But I took those 50 cents to 350 today. I took a couple future trades I could definitely break down. One of them was live. I was up 2K and let it come down and break me even. And then I took two more trades. I'm up about $1,000 on that eval I opened today. I did pass the eval yesterday, so I have one of those 100K. I want to get like 3 PAs is the goal. I could have passed one today. I wasn't aggressive on it. After that 2K and then back to zero, I was like, fuck, I don't want to fuck up this drawdown. When really I should have just done the same thing and got 16 versus like the 5 I got. I like that 16 number on futures. I think that's all I took. I didn't take any other relative strength or weakness, I don't think. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I didn't take anything else. I am holding NVIDIA for next week. Call still. That's all I got, my G.
Trying to see.
Did get DII calls, yep. I got like 4 of those. Nothing too crazy. This QQQ wanted 617s in the NQ opening point.
It's top. Download.
I definitely
Top.
day traded NQ better, and I knew that coming into the day after that little failure. But that's all right. I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. I bet we go to the level though. I bet we go to 483. I don't know if I said that this morning as confidently as I'm saying it now, but I definitely said I think we're gonna pump.
Where is that?
We should have been more confident, but like Eric, 3 years in a row I've seen you be cautious. And 3 years in a row we fucking pumped, I feel like. I could have fact checked it too. I didn't even do that, but I feel like every time it's just the same thing. Markets go up. And we've already gotten the pullback, so it's perfect. Perfect time. NQ is about to break that high on the weekly too. I think I mentioned that. Broke it a while ago.
I'm listening, kind of. I'm trying to find
No,
this thing.
no, you're good, bro. Whatever, bro. Hey, it's all good, dude.
I'm working over here, okay? I'm working over
Even
here.
hear me? Y'all even hear me on YouTube? Throw
Yeah,
like something in there. You can hear me clearly, or if it's a little bit messed up, because we're doing a workaround right now.
they should be able to hear you.
Just curious what the people think, because the recording's not great. I'll tell you that much.
You know, there's one thing I could try.
Damn, shit's too small too. Let me just put this down.
Oh, there is an application audio. Oh, let's try this.
And I only got like 12 more minutes, and I'm gonna have to pop off quick, unfortunately. Actually, hopefully there's no show. Dude, we were pumping, broski. Pump the jam, pump it up. While your feet are pumping. I don't even know the words of that one.
All right, try that. See you talk.
Yellow. You want me to unmute Streamlabs?
Yeah, I did a new audio capture. That might actually work.
Yellow. For you to be able to hear me, or for them to be able to hear me?
No, for them.
My Streamlabs was already working. They could hear me in Streamlabs. You just can't hear me.
No, they couldn't hear you before, right?
Yeah, they could hear me, bro, in Streamlabs for sure. I even went back to different audio, or excuse me, different recordings where I jump on before we get on Discord. And yeah, my Streamlabs audio works. The only issue is you can't hear me.
That's annoying.
Yep.
Well, I grabbed a new. It's a new. I just did application audio, so it's straight coming from Discord. So it's not my speakers. It's not grabbing my speakers anymore. So I can probably play my music now
Let's hear it.
and still listen to you.
Can we hear the music? Is the question.
No, you shouldn't be able to hear the music. I don't know, but
Lame.
we up 50% on some DIA calls. Your boy making bank over here.
Bank in the Hank. How much you put down? You said 1,000 into 15? So you're at 500?
I didn't do a full 1,000. I was messing with Son.
That's what Hassan did. Hassan's probably up fucking 20K already.
He was supposed to put 1,000 down for me.
Instead of the lifetime?
Yeah, and I give him lifetime once he sends me 15 grand on Friday. You might as well just send it now. They're going to $1.50. Like, that's what I told him.
Hassan counting his money over there.
Right? Just spread the love. Thanks, son. Awesome. Thank you, son. You got coffee delivered. I got some ice cold Santa
Cheers, my G.
Claus. Look at old Santa on there. That's right.
Old Nick. Old Saint Nick.
Dude, low-key, this has been the only thing that's like helped my throat through like that whole like hacking nonsense. They're obviously not great for you, like, but not the regular Coke. What else you gonna do? Zero. The zero sugar, dude. That shit is disgusting. That is horrific.
Not really a cola soda guy, to be honest. I don't fuck with sodas.
I didn't used to. Like it's been a long time since I had sodas.
But now you're a crack addict.
I am. I am indeed. Top overlay, horizontal. I might be able to make that work. And bless up some cuties at the coffee shop.
I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, I'm gonna get out of this NASDAQ. I'm out of that NASDAQ there, up about 1,000 on that account. I'm gonna close that down unless we get another entry off of 258.
I don't mind that. There's a nice 100-point pullback potential, so I think the risk reward on that gets a little skewed, right?
I just would love a. I'm biased for a deep pullback too.
Bro, go look at Shadow's GIF. There's something wrong with that dude. There's something wrong with him.
I asked him to come live with us. Y'all comment in YouTube if y'all want Shadow to join us.
I would enjoy that so much, actually.
A segment. People want it, we'll give it to them. He said it's going to cost us a pretty penny to get him on here.
Yeah, he would definitely get me banned for sure, though. He's gonna come on. He's gonna mention all the keywords: Pelosi, Clinton, Ponzi. Like the first three sentences out of his mouth, YouTube's like, "Nope, you gone."
For that reason.
Yeah, we're talking about you. You got a big push to sell the zero over the diet. That's weird. Oh, Oscar. Yeah, Oscar's low key. I would love for him to come on. Actually, I need to go to him and do a like sit down interview. I feel like I should do the same with Liberty too. Dude, actually, speaking of Liberty, bro, um I saw this house in Idaho. There's like these new builders, or I don't know if they're technically new builders, but the first time I'd seen them, it was it low key had me considering like I want to move to Idaho just to live in this house because it was unreal. Like it was one of the dopest looking houses I've seen in a really long time.
That's what you said.
I didn't save it. I'll see if I can find it. I should have sent it to you.
Let's go.
I forget the name of the builder. I was watching the video. I didn't even realize that it was in Idaho.
House in Michigan. Doing in
Yeah,
Michigan, boy.
nobody wants to move to Michigan.
You could be you me out there. and Irene. It's a
I'll see
nice
if I
house
can.
though.
I'll see if I can find it. I'll send it to you, Liberty. They were builders in. They specialize in Eagle. Oh wait, this might be it. No, where'd it go? Was it Teal Builders? I'm looking. I'm gonna find it. Hold on.
We're gonna buy setup triggered on NQ. We need that to fail if we want a steeper pullback. Otherwise, it's just gonna keep rocketing.
Maybe it was on this page. I don't know. I'm sure it'll come back around. I'm looking though. I'm looking. I'm not finding
That's
it.
all I
If
got.
I see it again or I find the builder, I'll send it to you.
You give all your accounts away already?
Yeah, you missed it. We did a little fucking shenanigans earlier.
How did that go? Did anybody? I was kind of there. Did anybody have to pay for it, or how did it work?
No, like 3 people got free accounts.
Let's go.
It worked. It worked for multiple people.
You know how to do it now. Like,
I'll see
hey,
it.
I
I'll
don't
see if I
know.
get in trouble for it, but I don't think I should. It's not my fault.
Love that. Shout out to who all won it.
Joe
Can we get a second?
won. I think Brian won one. Nathan won one. A couple different people.
Let's go.
No, it wasn't. It
Love
wasn't on
that.
a lake. I have seen some of those houses on the lake though in Idaho. But no, this one wasn't on a lake.
My baby Carvana's been ripping. I wanted to long it yesterday, and I didn't. Got it 340, 20 points ago.
I'm kicking myself on Walmart.
Walmart.
Damn, I cannot find this.
See? Like a long-term Walmart hold position?
Yeah, I think that's what it is right here.
Or just some sort of relishing weakness that you saw in the week?
Well, it had earnings the other day.
Hmm.
Damn, I cannot find this. Um, I'll look. I'll look later. It'll probably pop up middle of the night scrolling. My dad just texted me and said, "Need any goodies?" I'll take 2 ounces, please.
That solid gold honey.
I'll take 2 ounces, please. See what he says.
That local honey, something else.
All right.
Something about it.
Yeah, if you're a bear today, it's not been a good day for you. Let me see this. Let me see this Michigan house real quick. This is where you want to be? It's not bad.
Lost. I don't know what you're talking about.
Huh?
I said I'm lost. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't mind the log cabin stone look. This has got to be up in the mountains for me, or like on a
The house,
lake.
the house is nice.
Yeah, yeah. No, I like it. It's pretty dope. Little bridge over the pond. You only get to use that pool like 2 months out of the year though up there. That was gonna be unless you pay to heat it. I guess you could do that, right? $1,000 a month on a gas bill. No, that's I like that. That's nice.
Shadow wants two of me. There can only be one of me, Shadow. I gotta pop off, G.
All right, man.
Thanks for having me. Send DIA to the moon.
Yes, sir. Check out that overlay
And
before you leave. Look at that.
what overlay?
Up at the top. Up at the top. Give it a minute. Hold on. There it is. Oh wait, where'd it go?
I disappeared, but is there something else you're looking for?
There it goes. Now it should stay.
Be a little delay, one sec. Yep.
We can kind of mess with those to make it a little cleaner, whatever.
Yep. Yep. I see it. Trade fine Apex so far.
Yeah.
Shadow don't play. But all right, my G. Enjoy the rest of your day, man.
All right, man.
Peace out, gang.
Peace. You took it 2 years ago this week. The only thing I took right now is I have the DIA calls on, which are kind of just for in the week here. I haven't pushed the button on any futures trade so far. My dad is typing back. Let's see what he has to say. He's wrong kind of goodies. My dad's never done any drugs in his whole life. Kind of crazy for a dude that grew up in the 60s and 70s. All right, Atlas. You as well, man. You sure it was 2 years ago, Nick? It might have been 3, honestly. I think 3. I think it was 2022. That was a special class for me. All right, 12:02. I'm probably about done, honestly. I mean, we could stick around and maybe see if NASDAQ pulls back and we get some sort of entry here on NASDAQ off 258s. Honestly, the Dow's moving pretty nicely. I'm kind of just chilling with that at the moment, I think. That'll just be like a nice little icing on the cake if that hits for the week. Otherwise, we'll lose a little bit of money, nothing crazy. It'd be a pretty gnarly looking weekly chart though out of the Dow. There's really nothing though. Like when you look at that weekly chart, there's nothing but air. Anything up over 700s, 740s, which realistically you could see today. I mean, another 100 points here wouldn't. Honestly, I think we could probably see another like 200 points or so out of the Dow today and push us up towards like 46,800s and change maybe. 780s, somewhere up in there maybe, give or take. And then from there, I think we could see the 224s. That'd be only another like 400 points. Be like a 1% move to happen on Friday, Thursday into Friday. I could see that. I think we should do another giveaway for everybody that's like hung out for the morning that's still sticking around. What you guys think? Somebody wants to YOLO an account? Nobody wants it? Nobody wants a giveaway? Let's do it. You got to run one of these accounts up. We could do another Lucid. We can do one. I'll be down for that. I'll be down for that. Did they announce their? They announced that new account yet? Hold up. So they're saying they just tweeted a little bit ago. No consistency rule infunded, no daily loss limit, and no buffer. They still don't have it released yet. Lucid is what they tweeted. They've been tweeting it for like the past couple days. That essentially they're looking to do a new program, Lucid Flex, but it doesn't look like it's released yet. Honestly, they have some great support. All right, let me fire this up. Yeah, it seems to be so far. All right, fire away. Exclamation raffle in the chat there. We got 25 people. This is for a free Lucid account. Free Lucid eval. 25 people in the chat. Should be 25 entries. As you should, Shadow, as you should. Exclamation raffle. If you guys have yet to check them out, I'll go ahead and drop a link here as well. Let me hit up. All right. I was gonna say exclamation raffle in the chat. There's only 7 of y'all entered to win so far, so it's pretty good odds at the moment. I don't understand when there's 20 couple people in here what y'all are doing. If you ain't getting entered to the giveaway. Can I enter my own giveaway? Is that allowed? It's kind of crazy. Next week is December. Go look at SPX levels. What you want to know? Just what they are? It's basically same as current S&P levels. Gap fill potential. Oh, you're talking like 6850s? Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's that far away. I mean, the real target's 6912s at this point. Do I ever trade natural gas? I have in the past. I haven't lately. Nat gas. Yeah, man, you as well. I got 8 minutes left on that giveaway. At the end of that giveaway, I am peacing out. So y'all got me for like another 8 minutes and 22 seconds. And then I'm out. I'm about to make some meatballs tomorrow. Oh, have some ribeyes. Oh, some sausage dip. Oh my gosh. Nah, we're not doing any turkey this year. We opted out of the turkey. We opted out of the turkey. It's been a decent week. It's been a decent week. The account that I show, I don't know, what was it? Hmm. The account that I've been showing on the side, which like that's the thing is like everybody's like, oh, how much money you make? Well, if I make 10 grand or 100 grand, it's kind of irrelevant to you because that's not the same position in which like you're in. You know what I mean? So that was the whole point in like kind of starting this little side account thing is just like what does it actually look like to kind of just bring it up from the bottom, so to speak. Um, and I mean, so far, so that the crazy thing is like so far that's helped more people than me posting like a $15,000-$20,000 P&L. You know what I mean? Like it's that's the part that's cool. That's the goal. Is like it doesn't it doesn't do anything to post P&Ls unless you can give some sort of value behind it. Like you can't spend my money, I can't spend your money, but like I can help you get better, right? So that's my goal is what's the best way moving forward from a content perspective. And this is something I've wrestled with for like a while. What's the best way moving forward to like create content that actually helps people? Um, yes, I still have to show some P&L just because every time you show P&L, that's what people want to see. But it's like at the same time, there's also like there's a level past that. But yeah, on the account that I'm showing, it's up 767 bucks on the week, and that's 1 to 2 micro contracts. So take that into consideration, and then my size on other accounts for my personal funds is not 1 to 2 micros. Every now and then I will trade micros if I just don't feel like having the risk on and things like that. But so immediately that goes, if I'm trading 1 or 2 NASDAQ futures, full size contracts, that goes tenfold, right? But again, what value do you get from that? I've traded 25 before. The biggest position size ever was 75 S&P contracts, full size. It's fun and not fun at the same time. Is the easiest way to like describe that. So that's a great question. That is a great fucking question. Would you rather trade? Would you rather trade 20 micros or 2 minis? What do you guys think the answer is? Y'all got 2 minutes and 56 seconds, by the way, to enter that giveaway. exclamation raffle in the chat. But what do you think is it's the same size, right? 20 micros are two minis. It's the same exact thing. So what do you guys think would be the answer? What do you think my answer is? It's same size for sure. Micros, if it isn't a full send trend, you like to take partial profits, so 20. 1 mini and 10 micros of scale in and out. Yeah, that's a way you could do it. Micros, more flexibility in terms of scaling. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So for me, I would rather trade the 20 micros personally as opposed to the two minis. Like if that's the decision, then yeah, because it gives you a lot of flexibility with that. It gives you a ton of flexibility. It also depends on the account too. There's a couple different factors to it, but yeah. 2 minis because I'm holding level to level. Yeah, I mean if it's just a straight up trend, then for sure. Like we're not trying to do anything. But if it's like if you take some partial profits, would you buy them back? No, typically not. Typically not, just because it changes the risk a little bit. But yeah, like if we have a solid pullback in a trend where it presents opportunities that we based on sizing we could have say 20 micro contracts on, then yeah, it offers us some like great flexibility because it's like, okay, we now take this entry, let's say it's right here at 25 340s, for example, right? And high a day is up here at 25 374s. Well, it allows for, let's say we do make the push up into 25 374s, like we could go ahead and take 10% of the position off at say 2 Rs. Like let's just say 2 Rs is the high of the day up there at 375s, give or take, right? So it would allow us to take 10% of the position off, and now we can go ahead and we've already locked in 2 Rs on that 10%. At 3 Rs, we can go ahead and lock in, say another 3 contracts, and now we're 25% out of our position anywhere between 2 and 3 Rs, and that allows us to essentially manage that position in a pretty decent way to where we could scale down into, essentially what would be one contract or half out of those 20, right? And we've been able to lock in, some decent profits along the way and stuff like that. So there is some more flexibility in that, right? It's like, would you rather trade words hard today. I don't know what's up with that. Would you rather trade 20 contracts on an options, or would you rather only have 2 on? It makes it a little easier to manage if you have multiple contracts. So yeah, that would be my answer on that. Especially, let me add a caveat to that, especially if you're in a prop. If you're in a prop account, that would be the go-to for sure. All right. We got 15 people entered on this giveaway. A bunch of y'all are slacking for some reason. We're going to go ahead and pick a winner. Hey, let's go, Oz. Osborne won a free Lucid eval giveaway. I was waiting for that, honestly. I was waiting for the comment. You want to give it away? Give it away to someone else? All right, we'll pick another winner. Look at this guy. Look at this guy giving it away. You better retract that statement, Shadow. All right, let's go. We'll pick a new winner. Let's go. Fed Beast 8094. You're the one that wanted Lucid, my guy. Look at that. He was the one that wanted a Lucid account. Said double it and pass it on. Is he in the chat? Is he still around? I know, right? That's crazy. What's even crazier is you guys have been listening to me for almost 3 hours. Actually, stream's been live for 3 hours and 14 minutes. Yeah, it was a good day for manifesting for sure. Is he in the chat though, is the question. Because if he's not, then we might have to give it away. I guess we can hold on to it for him, but he said next. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. We'll give him a couple minutes. I do have a very monotone voice. The gods want you to have that lucid test. Their deals right now aren't too bad though. I really want to see what the new account's all about though. I mean, you can essentially, from a lucid standpoint, the test accounts are $81. Reset fee is only $63. So if you buy it and fail it, essentially 3 times, pass on your 4th, it's still cheaper than going straight to Lucid Direct at 343s. Everything else stays basically the same. There's no activation fee. Yeah, there's no activation fee with them. This guy is not here. Oh, there he is. There he is. Welcome back. Welcome back. Congrats, dude. Hit me up in Discord. Yeah, you won. You won the eval account for Lucid. They said, "Give and you shall receive. You have not given yet, Shadow." Sweet. Congrats, my guy. Hit me up in Discord. Shoot me a DM. I see you. I got you right here. The old Ponzi lords. Um, you remember that old saying, Shadow? The old saying of you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. Maybe that's what you got to do. You got to befriend the Ponzi lords. They will treat you well. You've been contemplating it? Give it a try. Let us know how it goes. All right. With that being said, I think I am out for this week. I'd like to go ahead and wrap it up and enjoy the holidays. 33rd degree Freemason coming in hot. Yeah. I think YM can do it. I think we still got some room for it to move. But yeah, I'm going to roll. That's Dow new highs right there, actually. Appreciate you guys jumping on, hanging out with me. Again, I hope you guys all have a phenomenal Thanksgiving as well. Eat as much food as you can eat and then go back for seconds. Calories don't count on holidays. So just enjoy. If you guys are eating turkey, I'm sorry. Hopefully it's good. I'll be eating some ribeyes, and maybe next year we'll make it a whole lot of trend, and we'll just skip the turkeys, go to the ribeyes. It's possible. It's possible. I'd be down for it. But yeah, appreciate you guys as always. Congrats to the people that won some giveaways. We'll do some more. Like I said, we're negotiating, getting some accounts and doing it on a daily basis here in the live stream, and then a weekly basis, also just a straight stream for that as well. So I think that'll be super cool. So, anyways, I'll be around a little bit on Fridays. Don't expect a stream. If you're in Discord, obviously I'll pop in there and give some thoughts. But market will be closed essentially at 1 o'clock. So only thing I'll be looking to do is hopefully take some profits on this Dow position if it can get up into those upper levels. These contracts will go like 1,500%, maybe even 2,000%. It'd be kind of cool. So that'd be a nice little way to end off the month. But yeah. Anyways, that's what I got for you guys. Don't get in trouble unless you got a free eval account. Full port that and run it up. But yeah, anyways, you guys have a great holiday, great Thanksgiving, great weekend, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Peace.